So on this page, page 91, you're going to find evidence that you can use to support the fact that Uruk is a civilization. If you remember the 8 factors that you answered in question 9, you're going to now look through this reading, and I'm going to play it here so you can hear the text. It's starting here where it says, a city such as Uruk.
A city such as Uruk was too large to manage that way. Uruk had a strong, well-organized government. The city's first rulers were probably temple priests. Later, powerful military leaders ruled Uruk as kings. These rulers had far more power than a village council did. Centers of wealth. A city such as Uruk also had a more complex economy than did early farming villages. An economy is the system that a community uses to produce and distribute goods and services. The economy of a society or nation is defined by how it answers 3 basic questions. What goods and services should be produced? How should goods and services be produced? Who should get and use goods and services? In the earliest human communities, the answers to these 3 economic questions were fairly simple. Each group produced those goods and services that were necessary for its survival. The group produced these goods and services by hunting and gathering. The goods and services were then shared by the members of the community. Çatalhöyük's economy was based mainly on farming. By contrast, Uruk's more complex economy was based on both farming and trade. Workshops that produced all kinds of goods lined the city streets. Traders from Uruk traveled widely. Archaeologists have found pottery and other trade goods from Uruk in many places in the Middle East. The wealth of Uruk and other early cities attracted many newcomers. People began to move from the countryside into the cities. Many early cities built walls to protect themselves from raiders. Uruk, for example, was surrounded by a thick wall that stretched for 6 miles around the city. This wall was a sign that Uruk was a wealthy city worth protecting.
You're going to use races format, so restate the question, answer it based on facts. You're going to say something like the city of Uruk is a civilization because it has the factor of, and then you would say whatever factor it is. Base it on facts. Your answer can be found in this reading. When you cite your evidence, you're going to say in the text it says, and then you're going to say what it says, and you're going to cite it as page 91. Use the example that I did up on top to see how to cite your evidence, and then you're going to have to explain your evidence. That example also has a good way to show you how to explain your evidence. This means, and then explain what the evidence means. Why does it prove that Uruk had a civilization based on the factor you chose? All right, guys, good luck. You can do this. Use races, restate, answer, cite, explain, summarize. Okay?